What if I told you one of the most powerful films of the year, Tyler Perry's Straw, might also be one of the most emotionally one-sided, a masterpiece in storytelling, but possibly guilty of something else, demonizing men? Yes, you heard that right. Let's talk about it. This is Review Daddy, where we decode the mystery behind every trend. First things first, Tyler Perry is a legend, a builder, a visionary, a creator who gave many of us permission to tell our stories boldly. I have nothing but love and admiration for the man. In fact, his framed portrait hangs in my office. That's the level of respect. And Straw? It's intense, raw, brilliantly acted. Taraji P. Henson delivered a gut-punch performance, layered, vulnerable, fierce. The movie doesn't flinch when tackling trauma, mental illness, motherhood, and the edges of emotional collapse. It deserves its flowers. But as I watched, something felt off, subtle, but disturbing. Let's examine how the male gender was depicted in Straw closely and slowly. Villains everywhere. Store manager? Condescending, heartless. Man with the bottle? Aggressive. Police officer? Hit her car and gaslit her. FBI negotiator? Cold, robotic, lacking empathy. Random guy in the bank? Straight up assaulted her. Every male figure Janiyah encountered was either a threat or emotionally shut down. Even the helpers were helpless. Chief Wilson and Detective Grimes? Ineffective. Security guard? Frozen fear? Ran off. The one man who truly showed Janiyah kindness? A sweet, wheelchair-bound man who couldn't speak, fight, or protect her. Symbolically, powerless. The result? A landscape where men are either predators, passengers, or paralyzed. Now contrast that with the women. Janiyah herself, the wounded lioness, fighting through trauma. Detective K, played by Teyana Taylor, emotionally intelligent, perceptive, brave. Nicole Sherry, played by Shepard, grounded, nurturing, resilient. Even passing female characters, teachers, officers, counselors, were given nuance, compassion, and insight. In a world of danger, it was women who saw, felt, understood, and healed, which is beautiful, but also very one-sided. Now, I'm not saying every story must be a 50-50 split. Straw is centered on a Black woman's trauma, rightfully so. But here's the deeper question. Can a story of feminine empowerment still honor the possibility of good men? It's like telling one truth, we forgot another. We forgot that there are Black fathers who stay. There are Black cops who listen. There are men who protect, nurture, and heal, in silence, in pain, in strength. They may not look loud or poetic, but they exist. Where were they in Straw? Even Nicole's husband, who is mentioned in a positive light, is off-screen. There's no male figure in the story who actually steps into the fire for Janiyah, even emotionally. Is that real life? Sometimes yes, but is it the only version of real life? Absolutely not. What happens when this becomes a pattern in media? When every male character is a villain or a void? It subtly conditions the audience, especially women, to expect no emotional refuge in men, and it subtly conditions men to feel invisible, unwanted, or irrelevant, unless they're apologizing for existing. That's not progress. That's the inversion of the very trauma we're trying to heal. Empowerment shouldn't come at the expense of balance. We don't need to erase masculinity to elevate femininity. We need storytelling that reflects truth, not trauma loops. Finally, I believe in holding two truths. The world is full of pain, and the world is full of healing. Both men and women are capable of causing pain and offering protection, and it's in the balance that we find wisdom. Tyler Perry's Straw is powerful, emotional, necessary, but I hope his next film shows men who fight, feel, and stay, because our daughters need to see strong women who fought through their pains and limitations into victory, and our sons need to see that they're not the enemy. If this message hit home or challenged you, drop a comment. Let's talk about the deeper layers of what we're watching. Do you think Straw fairly portrayed men? Or did it lean too far into one emotional spectrum? Like, subscribe and share if you believe in balanced storytelling and emotionally intelligent. This is Review Daddy, where we decode the mystery behind every trends.